What's up, y'all? We're back out here in the garage to start off another fun video. This time, after a few weeks of boats, we're headed back to the shore. I've got something that I think should be really interesting here. These things actually caught my eye on eBay the other day when I was doing some browsing. It's the Haiboxing little 18th scale 4x4 off-road RC. It's the item number 18859. Now, I think they call this one 18859E because this is their kind of their older version. This is the brushed version. This one is really equivalent to the original Groms, like the original Granite Grom, not the new DSC ones. So 18th scale 4x4 brushed. Like I say, you got a 380 brush size motor in it. They're saying 36 kilometers per hour, which would give you just a little bit over 22 mile per hour. So it's nearly exactly the same as far as speed on the original Groms. Now, again, I got this on eBay, and the seller there, I mean, he's got tons of them in stock. It shows tons and tons of them. These got delivered no problem, super fast. You can see I got 4 of them, and the reason I got 4 is it was $158 for all 4 of these brand new RC trucks. 158 bucks. If I didn't mention, they're 2S. These are ready to run. They each come with 2 2S LiPo batteries, the transmitter, everything completely ready to run for $158. After tax and shipping, it was like 182 bucks. So you're talking about 40 bucks per truck right here. I mean, even if you got to do a little bit of upgrading, these things are upgradable. So I kind of consider them true hobby grade RCs. I mean, they are completely repairable. You can get all the parts. They're upgradable. 2.4 gigahertz there, 4-wheel drive. It's got bearings throughout. Now the shocks are one upgrade I'm already going to do, but that's nothing new. They're plastic shocks, but these are also not oil filled from what I can understand. They're just spring shocks. Solid diff in the middle. So this thing ought to be pretty nice if it's just halfway decent. Now, like I say, I got 4 of them here, one in each color, green, orange, blue, and red, 158 bucks, but you can get like just 2 of them he's got on there for 84 bucks, or just one. If you want just one, brand new, 42 bucks he's selling these things for. So, I mean, again, that's an incredible deal. Even if it's just as good as the original Grom, those things are going for like 150 bucks right now. But enough talking about how they might be. Let's bust on into it and see if they actually are worth that money. I'm gonna go ahead and open the blue one because I've got some shocks already, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to want to change these shocks, and I've got a couple of other upgrades I'm not going to do. I'm just going to run it bone stock like this to show y'all what it does. Of course, you got your standard stuff there, instruction manual. Looks like you got a sticker sheet there, battery safety notice, blah, blah, blah. I got the regular stuff there. So you got one battery here, 2S, 850 milliamp LiPo. It's got the Dean's plug or T connector, whatever you want to call it. Got a little charger there, USB charger, and then you got an extra set of body clips because they're already on there. I'm assuming the other battery's probably in here. Let's take it off and check. All right, sure enough, there's your other battery there already inside the truck. You got your ESC there. I think this is a 2-in-1 ESC receiver combo. Again, you got your T-plug, Dean's connector, little micro servo there. It is a standard 3-wire hobby servo. So again, I mean, price aside, I think you have to consider this hobby grade, don't you? I mean, y'all let me know what you think, because it's fully repairable, fully upgradable. You got little LED lights already built in the front. As far as the feel of it, it is pretty light. The plastics, I mean, they got some flexibility to them, so that's pretty good. The shocks do feel junky. I mean, no doubt about it. They're just spring shocks, and they tell you that. They are adjustable, but I mean, they're so springy already. You would never want them more springy. That being said, well, I'll just go ahead and show you already. One of the upgrades you can do right out of the box if you want to is get oil-filled shocks. They come oil-filled, very nice, full aluminum caps and bottom retainers, the bodies, threaded bodies. These are only 18 bucks. I mean, 18 bucks for a full set of shocks, or they've got some aluminum bodied and rings oil-filled with still the plastic caps for 15. So even if you do that, I mean, you're what, 50 bucks or something, 55 bucks? It's still just dirt cheap, y'all. Now here's a look at your little transmitter, just a basic, very basic transmitter, extremely light. It is a cheap feeling transmitter. There's no getting around it. But it does what it's supposed to do. Here's your steering trim there, on off, your throttle. You got a steering reverse if you need to reverse your steering, and it's actually got a throttle limit there. You got slow and normal for your throttle speed. No kind of foam or anything on the wheel. Very stiff on the wheel too. I mean, very, very stiff on the wheel. I guess that's not really a big deal, but it is a really stiff wheel. Quick look again at the body. It's pretty cool looking. Just your basic Lexan body, already pre-painted. painted. I like that they left the windows clear. It's got a protective film over it, but I'll wait till I put the stickers on to take that off. And then back to the truck itself, obviously, like I just talked about, very, very springy as far as the suspension, but I can fix that. Tires, I mean, no foams, that's no surprise, but I just noticed here, they're nearly identical to the Granite. I mean, the Granite ones had no foam. This is the Granite Grom. They come with no foams, and they feel almost exactly the same, and they're the same diameter, so we should be able to use like the nice Proline Badlands on this thing. But that's another upgrade that most people would probably want to do, maybe not, because again, this is less than 40 bucks, y'all. I mean, if you're just looking for something for a basic, really basic beginner, I mean, this is the way right here. This is dirt cheap. Somebody that don't even know if they want to get into the hobby, especially somebody young, a kid, grandkids or something like that. I mean, who cares about upgrading any of this? But we'll see if it actually needs it. But back to this, it does actually have metal drive shafts, so it's got the metal drive shafts, although it has plastic inner and outer cups, just like the Granite had, plastic outer and inner and outer cups. And instead of a wheel hex, if you can see there, it's just got a screw holding it on. Now, that was the same way with the Granite too. If y'all don't know the standard, or the Groms, I should say Groms, but Granite Grom, same way with it. Here's your actual wheel stub that come out of my Granite Grom. I've already upgraded, and here's the hex. And it went on here, but the stub went through, and then there's what your wheel nut screwed onto, but that just screws in here. So it's a fake kind of end, just like this is. They just went about it in a different way of securing it. And pretty much the same deal in the back here, but instead of CVDs, you got dog bones, just like the Granite Grom had. You got the plastic outer cups, but they did actually put a metal ring around these, so that is a little bit extra protection that the Granite Grom didn't come with. Now, as far as the servo, they're claiming that's a Metal Gear servo in it. It does feel pretty hefty. I mean, sometimes you can tell when you move them by hand whether it's decent or not. It feels pretty decent. We'll find out once I fire it up. Again, another battery, so 2 batteries with this thing. But back to talking about these drive shafts for just a second. That is something you can upgrade very easily. They have the parts here. These parts right here are 13 bucks. 13 bucks for the front, 13 bucks for the rear. You get metal dog bones and outer cups for the rear with the cups for the diff, so it'll be a complete metal setup. Now, they give you wheel nuts, but no wheel hex. They give you the pin, so I'm assuming these stock wheels probably have the hex kind of molded one piece and just have the slot for the pin, but you can always, it's going to be a 12 millimeter wheel hex, just like this right here. So with 12 millimeter hexes, we can probably stick this right on and use whatever wheel you wanted. But anyway, with these right here, that's the rear setup, and in the front, same deal. You get metal CVDs, one piece like an actual real CVD, the wheel nuts there, and your inner stubs for your diff in the middle there. So very nice, again, for 13 bucks. So even if you went all out, 26 bucks here, 19 bucks for the shocks, you're talking about 45 bucks in upgrades on a $40 truck. That's 85 bucks. You have it completely ready to go, 2S brush system. That's still half the price of the Granite Grom. But in my opinion, the beauty of this thing, like I say, for a beginner, just a 2S brush system, still, if it goes 20 miles an hour, y'all, that's pretty fast for these little things, believe it or not. And at 40 bucks, I mean, that's the beauty of this right here. If it holds up, I wouldn't do any kind of upgrading other than maybe the shocks, which I feel like are going to be needed. So we'll see what it does out there. All right, I got the battery charged up and a few stickers put on the body. I'll show you here in a second, but I wanted to show you this wheel setup, and it's exactly like I thought it would be. Actually, it's a little bit better than I thought it would be because it actually does have a real wheel hex here. You can see it's got the cross in the back there for your pin. So you got the wheel hex, but it's almost identical to the Granite Grom setup or any of the stock Granite setups, not the 223S ones. You can see here, it's not really an actual stub sticking out there. It's that little cross piece that slots on there, and here, like I showed you earlier, it's the same deal with the Groms. You can see there's that stub axle, there's that cross piece you see sticking out, and then there's the back of the hex. It does the same thing. Goes on here with the Grom, and then the Grom basically threads this on here to give you like a little fake stub sticking out that you can hook the wheel hex onto. But this one here, instead of doing that, it goes on there, and then you put the wheel on, and then they just use a regular old screw here to hold it on. So I guess long story short, it's basically the same setup, and we've already got a 12 millimeter wheel hex if we switch to those new CVDs I got. And then there you can see it's a 12mm hex on the wheel. So that's really nice. I'll probably just do everything stock. I'm definitely going to do the stock run with the shocks and the axles. As long as nothing breaks, I'll leave it like that and probably do a follow-up video with those little upgrades. But I've got the battery charged up. Let me hook it up and we'll do a quick bench test here. All right, I got our wheels reattached. If I didn't mention, this is open diff front and rear. I'm sure y'all know that already, but on the transmitter here. Got no light. Oh, we do got up in the little antenna there. I don't know if y'all can see that blinking. You got the red LED there. Now to turn this thing on, the power button's on the side. You press and hold, and that's on. The lights quit blinking. You can see you got front LEDs. That's pretty cool how all of these really low budget RCs include LEDs on them. So good there. Actually a nice quick steering servo on that thing. Let's see what it does on rubber here. I mean, that's not bad at all, y'all. That's really, really not bad. If y'all have seen some of these little Grom servos even. Now, we got it on. That's slow right there. Slow. So that's slow. Again, 2S brush speed. If we go to normal here. Oh yeah, that's gonna be a 20-mile-an-hour car right there. I'm pretty sure that's what my Granite Grom did. Maybe like 18. You can see the exposed center drive shaft spinning there. So everything looking good so far, works like it's supposed to. Let me get the body put on. I'll show y'all what it looks like with the body on. There's what she looks like with the body on. As you can see, I went just real light with the stickers. I put the lights in the grill on the front and then the lights on the back. That's all I did. The rest of these are just kind of honestly like little corny stickers, and they're like backwards translated. You know how that goes. We got kidding, surrendered, beast, snarling, championship, find you in, like it just makes no sense. So we went clean with it. It actually looks pretty sharp, just that really clean look. And I think overall, I mean, it's got a nice look to it. Bouncy, as you can see, for sure, no doubt about that. And then just a really quick size comparison with the Granite Grom before we go out. It looks like this Granite Grom is a little bigger, just overall. It just kind of got a bigger presence to it, like just a little beefier, chunkier. Basically the same wheelbase right there though. As far as your track width, I mean, that's pretty much exactly the same too. You got a little bit different size tires, so they are pretty much the same size. This one, again, it just looks a little bit smaller. I think the body's a little bit smaller. Let's take a look with the bodies off. There they are with the bodies off. Again, they've got the same wheelbase, but you can see here, like the chassis on the Granite Grom is wider. It's just, everything's just a little bit beefier. Now the arms and all look about the same as far as the size of those. So I think maybe just the chassis is a little beefier, but other than that, they look about the same. All right, y'all, let's do a quick little driveway speed test. I'm not gonna go anywhere just to get a speed on this thing. Now my driveway's at an angle, so we'll get into uphill and downhill on it. So let's do a start on it right here and see what we get. All right, let's go downhill first. Actually, let's do an uphill first. I'm gonna go at slow downhill and we'll do just the uphill and see what we get, and then we'll do an average of them. I'm gonna tell you what, the wheel on this controller is just incredibly stiff. I think this is the stiffest controller wheel I've ever felt. Let's go wide open. All right, let's see what we got there. Let's see, stop, read. 15 mile an hour, so a little bit slower than I thought, but that was uphill. Let's do a downhill and see what we get there. So start it again, see what we get downhill. All right, full downhill run. That's definitely faster. That was probably 19 right there. God, this thing is so twitchy because the wheel's so stiff, it's twitchy turning. All right, let's see what we got with the downhill. 17 right there, so 15, 17, I'd say we're looking at about 16 mile an hour average. All right, let's see what this little thing can do out here in the dirt. I got a feeling it's gonna be a handling mess just because of, oh yeah, just because of the bounciness, and I'm telling you, this stiff wheel on this controller really takes some getting used to. I mean, you shouldn't get used to this because, again, it's the stiffest controller I've ever felt. But also, she's bouncy, you can see. But the thing about it is it's got plenty of speed out here. I know like 16 mile an hour seems slow, and it is relatively slow compared to big stuff, but out here on this track, that's full lock throttle right there. and it's loose. I mean, it's loose out here, and it's fast enough still to be fun. Now it's nose diving, but I think that's because of the shocks. But I want to leave the stock shocks on here for this run. I'll definitely do a video putting those shocks, and maybe go ahead and install the steel CVDs and stuff, just in case people are wondering what the deal is. But I mean, so far, I mean, I can't complain. Again, it would be way better handling with shocks, oil-filled shocks, and actually some foam-filled tires. So maybe I'll put, once I switch those CVDs, I'll put the Proline Badlands on it for the next video, just to show what it can actually do. I mean, this track's super loose. I hadn't been out here in a while, so it's nosediving bad out here with no oil in the shocks. I've stiffened up the rebound kind of the best I could, but it is what it is. I'm kind of getting used to the steering out here. This steering is super stiff. Oh yeah, she's definitely, it's hard to keep that nose up with no oil in the shocks. I guarantee you though, those new shocks are gonna make a total difference. That's full throttle right there. I mean, see, this is plenty out here for this little dirt track for sure. I got a feeling, oh, I got stuck on a root out there. I need to get some roots up out here. There we go. I noticed I got some roots growing up. I hadn't been out here in a couple, maybe 3 weeks. Let me see what I got going here. There we go. I actually had a little old pebble jammed up in there. Got that out. She's good to go. I do need to get out here with some brush killer though. I went out here and done it one time, but I noticed I got some little sprigs coming up. Woo, see, that's full throttle right there. I kind of want, I mean, I don't want to wreck on purpose, but I don't want to take it easy out here because I want to see what it can do. I got a feeling though, as light as it is, I mean, it's so light and it's not moving real fast to really tear much up when you wreck it. I would be my guess. Now that right there, I hit a little sprig coming up. Well, I just hit the post over there, so I think it's going to last pretty good. We'll see. Time will tell, I guess. God, this steering wheel is really, I mean, it's hard to describe. It is super stiff, so I don't know if I got something else I could actually bind to it. We'll see, but you can get used to it, I'm sure. But again, it's super stiff. Let's take it on in the middle here and see what we can do. This ramp right here is set up pretty big. Actually, that wasn't bad at all. I was gonna say it might be set up too big because that's where I usually have it for these mini things, but that wasn't bad at all. Now that's a launcher ramp right there. So this one right here should let us backflip. Let's see. No, it ain't got, I don't think it's got quite the power to go that close and backflip. Might have to get a little run up on it. No, it ain't really got the power to do a backflip. I don't think the Granite Grom did either, just out of the box with the brush set up. Let's see if we hit this pretty good. Oh yeah, it actually flies pretty good once you got a good ramp. This ramp I got out here on the track, I need to work on. I need to work on my whole doggone track. You can see, let's see what it does here. Oh, I hit it at the side. That's a good test for landing sideways. As far as being stable, I mean, it ain't wanting to flip over too bad out here. Granted, you can see my surface is pretty loose, but see if I can make it do something on this back flipper. Oh yeah, we got a backflip with it right there. That's actually not bad, y'all. I mean, under 40 bucks with the 4-pack, under 40 bucks, y'all. That's insane. Now again, I know you ain't talking about some kind of speed demon out here, but I'm telling you, for close quarters, like little small tracks and stuff like this is plenty of fun, especially for somebody new to RC or just not really that into RC, or just seeing if they are interested. Let's get on some. Oh yeah, see, that thing flies good. I think I'm pulling, am I pulling to the right? Yeah, let me adjust my trim a little. All right, let's try that right there. I think that's better. Uh-oh, I knew that was gonna happen. Now obviously I hadn't been doing any crazy bashing out here, but I mean, again, I just blows me away for 42 bucks. I mean, if you buy one, if you buy 4 of them or 2, or even 2 of them, it's less than 40 bucks a piece. I mean, I think that's just incredible. That's a super good deal for what I mean, I think you have to consider this hobby grade RC. Again, y'all tell me what you think about that down in the comments, but you can literally buy all the pieces to repair this thing, parts to upgrade it and everything. I need to get that ramp out of the way. It's just causing trouble because I think it's too steep to even hit going this way. I could hit it a little slower. Let's see if I can hit this one. Oh, that's not bad. You just have to let off almost immediately. It's definitely, I got to get rid of them roots. It's definitely a kicker type ramp. Let's see if I can do another backflip. Nah, you got to really hit that backflip perfect with this little thing. Let's see if I can line up a couple good ones on the big ramp here. Oh yeah, definitely easier coming this direction. No doubt about it. It don't want to flip over. I mean, it ain't flipped over one time except for me landing bad or something. It's definitely, when you juice it, it loses traction. Let's see if I can, Ah, those roots are really messing me up. That ain't gonna be no good. Let me try another approach there. All right, here we go, here we go. Oh, that was a good smack on that other ramp. That ramp's right where this thing wants to land, it seems like. I'm telling you, y'all, this steering wheel on this controller, this might be the biggest complaint for me. And it might be the biggest negative on this whole truck so far. All right, a few more jumps and then we'll wrap this thing up. Because like I say, I definitely want to do a follow-up video and put those shocks on it. Probably just go ahead and put the axles on it and see if I can do anything with this steering wheel. I mean, that's terrible. See, I didn't want to, I knew if I steered to get in onto that ramp, it was going to take me so far right that I was going to be off course. Let's see what I can do here. That was a nice one right there. I mean, you can see this thing's got, it's got some torque now to spin this thing out, no problem, which that's what you want. I mean, you want to be able to do spin outs, be able to jump. I mean, it does exactly what you want a little fun RC to do. It's not too fast, but it's fast enough to still have fun. I mean, I think, again, for 40 bucks, I think this thing's a heck of a doggone deal. All right, y'all, I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up right there for this little Haiboxing 18th scale monster truck. I'm actually pretty surprised right here, kind of, but not really, because I kind of looked ahead of time of what the deal was with this thing. People seem to like it for what it is. I mean, it's super light and it's not that fast. So, I mean, you can't hardly break this thing from what I can see. Unless you start just adding a bunch of speed to it, I don't think you've got to worry about breaking much of anything on this little truck. Now, like I mentioned at the beginning, I got this off of eBay myself. This wasn't sent to me. I didn't get any kind of discounts. I don't have any kind of affiliate codes or links or anything for this little truck. I'll leave a link down below to that seller on eBay, but again, I have no affiliation with them at all. It's just where I got it and it's a super deal. I do have Amazon links. They sell this on Amazon also. I'll leave an affiliate link for there, but I don't recommend buying it from Amazon because I think it's like 89 bucks on Amazon. You'd be crazy to get it there, but maybe you can look at some more of the details on Amazon and then get it from eBay if you are interested. But I'll definitely do a follow-up video with this little thing, again putting the other steel shafts on it and the hexes, so in case you want to change the tires, and definitely those shocks. I think it's going to make a world of difference because right now it didn't feel horrible, but it felt like an RC that you got that the shocks have started leaking and the oil's leaked out, so that's going to make a big difference, I think. But I definitely appreciate y'all watching the videos. I've got all kinds of cool stuff on the way, so stay on the lookout for that, and I'll see you soon.